Good morning. Today we're going to review some of the moves that we did last time, and we're going to add a few more, and by the end we're going to be able to do a short form. So we will start off with some spine exercises. Um, First, let's do the hip rotation. Okay, reverse. Remember to sink your upper body into your quad as you're doing this. Okay, so for this spine exercise, we're going to start off with a dantian rotation. Okay, so we're just going to have your hands and your intention on your lower abdomen here. Okay, we're going to start off by making a small horizontal circle, okay, parallel to the ground. Okay, let's go counterclockwise. Start with a small circle, very, very small. Okay. Then we'll gradually make it bigger and bigger. Okay. Until it gets to kind of where your hip, the width of your hips. Okay, slow it down and reverse. Big circle. You're going clockwise if you're looking down. Clockwise. So on the circle out, exhale. The circle in, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Circle out, the abdomen pushes the hand out. Circle in, the abdomen sucks the hands in back towards you, towards your lower back. Okay, now make the circle smaller and smaller. Smaller and smaller until it becomes just a tight ball. So keep the ball, keep it gathered. As it's turning, it's pulling your breath down. Pulling your breath down to your abdomen. Okay, so you have this tight ball here. Now take it and throw it towards the front. Throw it, and then send it back. Throw it, send it back. Throw it, send it back. As you're going back, your butt is not sticking out. Not doing this. Still tucking your tailbone in. Weight is still on your heels. Now on the way back, separate. On the way back, separate. Open. Okay, now your legs are doing a little bit of spiraling. You're not doing this. It's opening the pelvis, opening the quad, closing the pelvis. Opening the pelvis, closing towards the front. Open towards the back, front. Open. Open. Working the pelvis. Open. This will naturally spiral the legs. Keep your weight on the heels. Okay? So if I were to exaggerate, it would be doing this. Okay? Okay? Now gradually bring the circle higher towards your stomach. Your stomach. You're still using the pelvis. So the energy connects from the ground all the way up to your back and to your arms. Now bring it up to the heart level. Chin sticks out. The energy is coming up from the ground to the back, up the spine to the top of your head, actually the base of your skull. So it's inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, squeeze the chi up. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bring it back down to stomach level. And lower and lower. You can do it one vertebrae at a time. Back down to the dantian, and then to the pelvis. And then make it smaller and smaller. Rest for a bit. Open. Stretch your spine. Stretch. And then bring the chi back down from behind your head to your chest. Then push it to the abdomen. And then keep pushing it. Push it all the way into the ground. Okay. All right. So please let me know if you have any questions about this. We will review the movements that we did last time in the Chen-style routine, and then we will add a couple more. Okay, so I'm going to take a step back here because we're going to step forward. Close, sink, inhale, connect the tailbone to the heels. Now shift your weight to the right. This quad goes down, this quad comes up. Toe, ball of the foot, heel. Exhale. Exhale. Jam the abdomen apart. Push the pelvis apart. Send the force into the heels. Okay. Now bring the pelvis together. Squeeze the torso. Squeeze it up. Extend the torso. Okay. And then back down. The hands just come along for the ride. Okay. Now sink to the right. Okay. Sit into this quad here. Sink. Turn. Push. Now your weight is on this side. Sink to this quad. Sink. Turn. Push. Now sink back to this quad here. This is a slightly bigger move. Block. Okay. Block. Wind the hand. Push here. Protect the groin. Open. Block. Okay. This is a trapping. And inhale. Inhale. Close the chest. Bring this other arm over. Push. Okay. Now, with your weight rooted over here, rotate the dantian this way, and then bring that leg up. Heel down, plow step, plow forward, pose. And make a small rotation with the waist, just loosen the waist, and then sink down to the back leg, and then come back up. You have pung energy here, and then this is expanding, screwing the legs into the ground. Okay, this hand's facing up. Now, do a silk reeling here. There's a small circle, come up. And in the meantime, you're drilling this dantian into the leg here. Come up, sink, okay? Now you're doing a rotation this way. And then doing a rotation this way. Bam, okay? Here, open, fill this with air, squeeze, come up, sink. Pung energy out this way, pung. Cross, close your chest, cross, open your chest. Goes all the way to the elbow, to the hand. Step out. Okay, sink, close your body, open your body. Continue to this move here. Press down, draw it. Write a Chinese character 1. Come over. This is where we were last time. Okay. Now to continue, we're going to do the 6 healing for closing, but in between, there's a Peng Lu Ji An. Okay. From here, turn, aim your tailbone to the corner. Okay. See how my belly button's facing over here. Right? Pung. So here, this hand comes up, and this is a ball this way. Pung. Okay, pung. And then sink into this leg here. Sink. You're doing a liu and a pluck. Liu and a tai. Liu. Okay. And my belly button's facing the front. Okay. You're doing a pluck. This is going down this bottom curve here, bottom arc. Okay. Now, this comes up, and then I'm going to do a squeeze. Okay. This knee is facing up, right? And then I'm going to push off, shift weight over this way. Okay. And then this is my axis here. This leg is for support. I'm hiding energy over here, so I'm not doing a completely empty stance. There's energy hidden in the ball of the foot here, and I'm just going to turn. Okay? This is your An, Peng Lu Ji An, the 4 energies. Okay? And that's it. That's the 6 healing for closing. That's move number 4. Okay? So let's review. From here, okay. Remember to aim the tailbone, right? Turn towards the corner, right? Because if you're here, you're doing this. You have no strength here. You have to turn. And you have this here actually gives you a stronger pung than if you did this, right? A lot of styles have this. You have this, right? It's pung here, and then sink down here. Now, as you come over this side, you're gonna be using your butt to wipe the inside of the walk, right? Liu and pluck. Pung, liu and pluck. Okay. There's a pluck here. Okay, dragging somebody down. Don't just do the hands. It's the groin comes down. Okay. Belly button's facing the front. Turn, open, squeeze. And then from here, turn. So the most common style you see actually is this, right? They go like this, right? Right. It's all there. The four energies are actually there, but you have to. It's not as clear. So you have to find it. where you have to make sure you're putting it in. Right? So this would be your peng in the other style, right? And then this is your lü, and then this is your ji, and then an, right? It's not as apparent. This is very common in the old frame. In our style here, turn, peng, strong peng, lü. Very, very clear. You're doing this arc over here. Ji, an. Okay. Now for the next move, we're going to continue here. The next move is the single whip. Okay. So from here, you turn. You aim your pelvis back towards that corner again. And this hand comes over. This is the traditional old frame way of doing the danbian. It actually used to be called dantian change, danbian. Instead of danbian, they changed it, okay, the single whip. So this comes over. You're making a circle this way, parallel to your body. Okay? So from here, your belly button is facing the front. Turning on this axis here. This is an axis here. Turn. Okay. Now belly button's facing the corner, right? Still hiding energy over here. Now I'm going to unwind this. This is like when you're driving, doing a left turn, right? Left turn here. Here, right? Vertical circle parallel to the body. Turn. Okay. Now close. Open. Okay. Close. Again on this axis here. Foul step. Open. Close. Close. Open. If I want, I could face the front again. I could face the corner. That's okay. Both are okay. So this is the traditional kind of two circle way of doing the single whip. These days, this is the most common. This is actually borrowed from the Shinja, the new frame. They do a, that's what it looks like to say you have a fish here, you're slicing the fish, right? Slice fish, and then you take the guts and you pull the guts out, right? Tong yu wa cheng, right? This is the kind of the new frame way of doing it. This is actually the most common now. One of the four grandmasters when he was here last time said that they changed it because people used to get confused doing this traditional way. They kept getting the circle directions wrong. But if you watch like the old Chen Lei video from like the 90s, or the one with kind of the orange background, you'll see in the first and third, there's three single whips. In the first and third one, he does this, but in the second one, he actually does this here, right? And then in the cloud hands, he starts doing the cross step one, whereas he does the cloud hands this way on the first and the third one. So that's very very widely available. You can go back and check that. But also in a very old documentary on Wang Xian, he had they actually showed the captions for each of the moves, and it actually was this actually was called Dan Bian, which is Dantian change. The Dan for Dantian and Bian is the word for change. It was not single whip. Dan meaning single and Bian meaning whip. Actually, was called Dantian change. So so that's a clue for what we're supposed to be doing with this move. Is actually rotating the Dantian, rotating this way, rotated it and rotated it back, rotate it, close it, open, close, and then open, right? Close again, open again. Right. So let me repeat the sequence of these two moves a couple of times. Okay, I do it from different directions because there's a lot of changing directions and opening and closing going on. Okay, so from here, okay, that belly button's facing the front. Turn the belly button, right? Aim the back, the lower back. Aim it towards the corner. Okay, peng, lü, right? Wipe the walk with your butt. Come down, up. Okay, this is the lü and pluck. Squeeze. Come over. Turn on this axis, on. Okay. Now turn back on this axis. Come over the top. Vertical circle here. Okay. Now do a left turn of the steering wheel. Left turn, open. Okay. Now my belly button's facing the front again. Okay. Now I'm gonna. This hand just naturally just comes over the top here. So I'm just gonna put it down, right, and close. Put it down as I close, and then open. I'm gonna unscrew myself here. Open, and that just moves. That just moves the arm, right? The opening moves this arm. I'm not doing this, right? Open, move the arm. Okay. Close, close. Right? It's this doing the closing on this axis here. Sink, plow, open, push, open. Close, open. Okay. So one more thing with this here. Notice what the right arm is doing. The right arm is doing a screwing this way. And its hand is here and it's going to push the force back to my torso, across the back to my other hand. Okay. So this is not completely limp doing nothing. Okay. Let me do that again. Here. Okay. Corner, right? Peng, lü, plus lü jia chai. Ji, on. Okay. Vertical circle, left turn. Open. Close, open. Close again. Belly button is going here. Open. This time I'll talk about what the dantian is doing. Okay. From here, right? Peng, right? Expand. Lü. Inhale, right? This is pulling it down to close. Open. Ji. Close again. Keep it closed. Open. Open. Close, right? Open. Open. Close. Open. Close, right? Close. Open. Close. Open. 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 Okay. Let me do it this time from the back. Okay. See how my butt is aligned with the palms, right? Okay. Squeeze. Turn. Turning on this axis here. Turn on the axis, right? Butt's facing the corner. Butt's facing the front. Close. Butt's facing the corner. Now I'm facing the other corner. I've opened all the way. Close. Open. Close. Okay, so now we actually know enough to do a short routine. So one of the prominent 20th generation masters, very prominent, one of the top ones. It is said that he spent 2 years learning the entire Laojia routine, right? So he learned it over 2 years, and then he spent the next 10 years perfecting the moves from the opening to the single whip. Just those 5 moves, just that opening section. Took him 10 years to perfect. So there's a lot in here. One of the beginner students that practiced with me used to always be concerned, oh, what, I'll work on this, this takes a lot of conditioning to do, right? So I'll keep working on this, and then why don't you just go practice your routine? It felt like he was bothering me, but I really don't mind doing this because also doing these slowly, because I could definitely use this practice here, right? You can't do these enough. It takes there's a lot in here, and so there's this exercise here that can just concentrate on these first few moves. It's kind of in itself a routine. So basically, we do it in this direction, then we turn. There's a transition, and then we do in this direction. Then we do it facing the back, and then we do it facing this way, and then we come up, and then we do one more of these, and then we finish. Okay, so I'm going to do that here at a kind of a medium speed, and then hopefully you can follow along. Okay. I'll keep talking as I do this. So sink the tailbone to the heels, sink the claw open, and sink. Expand the abdomen, push the pelvis apart, send it to the heels. Squeeze, come up, down. Expand the abdomen, jam the pelvis apart again. Okay. Now sink to the right, push to the left slightly, very slight shift weight. Sink to the left, push to the right, sink to the right, push to the corner. Okay. Now, block, okay, hook, close, straighten the body, push. Body's in a plank position, push. Now, while I'm rooted here, come up. Small circle here with the waist, come down, and then to the front, expand. Small circle here, open, come up, and then drill the dantian into the ground here. Sink, back rotation, forward rotation, boom. Expand, squeeze up the center line, expand. This is the cross hands. Close, right? Have the fingers extended to the ground here. Close your chest. Open your chest. Scoop, scoop. Expand. Continue. Come over, push. Right? Scoop, scoop, right? Tai Chi circle. Turn your tailbone to the corner. Peng, Liu, Ji, An. Turn towards the corner again, right? Vertical circle, parallel circle, close, open. Close, open. Close. Now this time start screwing this right hand open. Okay, here. Now from here, do a come down here, right? This is a silk reeling coming down this way. And continue. Do a Lü this way. Sink. Okay, and now you're in this pose here that you were doing when you're facing front. Okay. Loosen the waist. Sink. Expand. Right. Open, sink. Right? expand. Squeeze up the center line, expand, sink, cross, open. Okay. Close, open, continue. Okay. Now aim the tailbone towards the corner. Peng, Lu, right? Remember to move the groin. Ji, An. Single whip. Turn the corner. Turn to the front again. Open. Exhale. Now this hand comes down in the silk reeling again, right? Close the chest, close your body, pull back, Lu, sink, right? Loosen the waist, sink, come up, expand, right? Circle. Right? Cross. Close, open, continue. Turn your tailbone, Peng, Lu, Ji, An. Turn to the corner, right? Vertical circle, turn back. Face the corner, close, face the front, face the corner, face the other corner, and then close, open, continue. Peng, Lu, Ji, An. Okay, so now come down, right? Silk reeling, pull back, pose, face the front again, right? Circle, come down, same thing, right? At this time, we're going to close the form. So, big circle, right? Fill this up here. Come back towards the center line. And squeeze. Squeeze your pelvis together. Squeeze the chi up. This forces the hands to come up. And then open. Stretch your spine. And then press the chi down into the abdomen. And then into the pelvis, into the ground, to the heels. That's it. So we just did the 4 directions exercise, which is a sequence of the first 5 moves in the routine in the 4 different directions. So it's a very good exercise for quarantine, right? It doesn't take up much space. And you can just do this over and over again. And it's got a lot of the basic requirements of the Chen Taiji routine in there. Very good exercise. Okay. So now I'm going to do the Shinja version of this, which is slightly different than the Laojia way. So the differences start here, right? The Shinja still has this, but instead of doing this in the Laoja, right? This is Laoja. This is a pluck, right? You're taking someone's hand, you're turning it, and then this hand comes over to the elbow, right? You're turning the hand and then using the other hand to push the elbow. So you this kind of grabbing somebody's arm and sending them along. This one, right here, we do this circle here, and then this comes up here like this, right? There's a lift, right? Should be able to support weight. Okay, connected to your root here, and then here you do a Nike symbol here, Nike, and then come over this way here, and then bring the elbow back down, right? Bring this elbow back down. Don't leave it up here. Bring it back down, and then this part is largely the same here. Actually, the hand, this one here, in Shinja, the hand is like this. It's kind of like a flat OK here. And this hand's here like this. And as you come up, you don't do this circle here. You just come up and there's a fajin here this way. So, expand. Expand the front and the back this way. Right? And then here you've got the hand does this thing where it flips over the top this way. You don't sink all the way down like you do in Laoja. You keep it here to around solar plexus level, and then you have the separation here, right? Of the torso grows, but the lower body is still rooted. It's as though this is the floor over here, right? This is the way Master Luke explains it. This is your floor here, right? And then you're just moving this part here in the Shinja. Okay, here. The cross hand is the same, right? It's the same. You've got this, right? Scoop, scoop. Okay, this is the same. This is the same, right? And then as you do your single whip or your Lanjia, right? This scoop here, the hand faces upward like this here on the dantian. Okay, so here's where the big difference is here. So you're going to do a dantian rotation. Your hand is glued to your dantian, actually your wrist, right? Okay, so you're going to rotate, right? Rotate. Okay, and then this rotation cranks this arm here, right? Cranks this arm, and it sends the force around the back to the other arm to move this arm. This is being moved by the dantian, which is connected to this, and it's cranking all of this to move the arm across the back. Okay? So you're not doing two independent circles. You're not doing this, right? Dantian moves. Okay? You're at the very least, you're shifting your weight. At the very least, you have to shift your weight. Your groin is doing this, right? See, it's just doing a wipe of the walk here, right? It's all connected to the dantian. It's not circles, not just circles. You're doing circles, but it's all dantian rotation. Okay. Here, crank one circle, two circle. Now this is your pung right here, right? Aim your tailbone, except this time, instead of your hands being like this, it's one, they're both at the same level, but this hand, they're back to back this way. And then you do your lü, and then come up, and then you've got this This is a pluck and this is a lift here. 丢套, right? 丢 lift, right? 套. This is a lift here. This should be able to support weight. So from here, right? Crank. Okay. Right? Back to back. Right. So this is also a very classic new frame kind of pose here. Okay. So sometimes they do a fa jin here. You see that very commonly. We can do that. Okay. Here, crank. Right, fa jin, and then push, open. Right, elbow past the knee, open. Okay. And come up, extend the spine, come back down. Okay. Now Master Look had me do this, where the elbows are actually kind of parallel like this. Squeeze the chi, and then this is doing a Nike symbol here. Push. Okay. So this could be a fa jin here, right? Could be a fa jin here. But a lot of times you see, most commonly you see, right? This is parallel. But you still have to do the internal part, squeeze. This is to emphasize the squeezing and the direction. And make sure you do this here. If you do like this, squeeze, come over, and then this is kind of pushing to the lower bottom corner here like this. The lao jia's here, shin jia's here. Okay. Now from here, you're doing that the shin jia single whip now. So you're gonna rotate the arms, right? Spiral, and then you've got you're holding the fish, right? You got to slice the guts, right? This movement here is the chest moving, close, right? I'm not moving the arms, close, open, right? Pull slice the fish, pull the guts out, right? Now, close. The rest of this is the same. Okay. So now we're going to do the 4 directions exercise, the Shinjia way. Okay. And do this at kind of normal speed. Palm face up, crank, push to the corner, pluck, lift and pluck, push, squeeze, push. Open, expand, come back to the sideline, squeeze, open, stretch your spine, okay. Press the chi down through your abdomen into the ground. Okay, so thank you very much. This was I intended this to be kind of a self-contained video here, where this is one complete routine and it has everything you need in order to be able to kind of practice these first few important moves. Okay, thank you very much. See you next time. Thank you.